Hey guys, JH. Welcome to the practice tee. Okay, today we're going to talk about, and it might be two videos and they might be long videos. Guys, in 1995 I met Mo one morning and we sat at a table from about 9:30 in the morning till 4:30 in the afternoon, and we just talked absolutes and specifics, and it was probably the greatest day of my golfing life. And at that time I owned the Mo Norman golf teaching facility here in Australia, and I was over with the natural golf guys, and I'd bought 100 of these golf books, which is called Golf Reformers at Hand. It was a book that was put out by Natural Golf in those days, and it was all about Mo's swing and his story and so forth, and the revolution and the revelation of the new process. And I bought 100 copies of them, and I read a couple of days before I bought them, and I was taking them back to Australia to give away as promotional stuff at my range. And I had a quick look through the book, and there was nothing in there that really I didn't know about Mo's swing anyway. But anyway, at the end of the day that I had with Mo, there was one of these books. Well, it was this book, and it was on the table, and he'd autographed it to me. And it said, "To my friend John from Mo," and he had at the bottom IEYP. And I had no idea what that was, and I said, "Mo, what does that mean, IEYP?" He said, "I'm ever your pal." Just amazing, just those four letters. And there it is there, and he said, and he gave me the book. He said, but thanks for autographing and blah 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 and putting that on. And he gave me the book, and he said, and he looked at me with really piercing eyes, and he went like this. He said, "The secret of my golf swing is in that book. Read it." And I said, "Okay, Mo, I will. Absolutely will." I'd already read it, but I didn't want to tell him that. And I thought he was just saying, read that book because the information's in there about my swing. But it was more than that. It was a message that he put in there for me, in the book. Now, I got rid of all those other books, and this book I kept specifically for forever. And just during the move I had recently, I was looking down last Monday, just down in the basement, and I came across this book, and I hadn't seen it for 21 years. You know, because I opened it up and there was Mo's signature and blah blah blah. And I thought I was going to have a coffee over the road, and I thought I'll go over and have a look at the book and just reacquaint myself. I hadn't seen it for so long. Anyway, guys, I got through to page 26, which is section 2, and they were talking about Mo's swing. And as I turned this page over, and I'd never opened this book from the day Mo gave it to me, because I thought it was exactly the same as the other ones, which it is, but I didn't realise that his cryptic personal message was in there. And on page 26, he had a paragraph outlined and an arrow pointing to it, and 3 words underlined in this paragraph. And I read it, and as soon as I read it, I went cold. Honestly, guys, I went cold. I knew that was the message that Mo wanted me to look at 21 years before. And as soon as I read that, I knew what it meant, because I saw it in his golf swing. I saw it in his golf swing from the first day I saw him, but I never understood what it was. I saw it, but I never knew what it was. But here it told me what it was. Now I'll read you just this paragraph here, and then I'll tell you the ramification of the paragraph. And the one he's outlined here, and it says, "At impact, the moment of truth, His right hand is false to the tradition. It releases powerfully, and the three words that Mo underlined here, at the latest possible instant, with a ferocious hammer stroke that traditional wisdom has told us for years will overwhelm the left hand and produce the hated hooks in any of its several hideous shapes. It releases powerfully at the latest possible instant. Now Mo has underlined that. He's put a big circle around it and an arrow pointing to it. I knew exactly what he meant. I saw it in his golf swing. And I tell you guys, it was a profound experience, and I say this not with any theatrics that's associated with it. I mean, I was virtually shaking. This was like the Da Vinci Code. And it was I was probably feeling like Howard Carter felt when he opened up the tomb of Tutankhamun, which is the real pronunciation, in Cairo. When he walked into that, opened it up and he peered in with that light and he saw all those amazing things in there. I felt like that. I felt like Howard Carter. And I was shaking. I thought this was the message. I didn't see it. It was almost like a divine intervention that Mo had bestowed upon me, and that I went down and found this after all those years. I still had this book, and there it was. And had I not decided for whatever reason to just reacquaint myself with it, I would never have seen it. Now after getting my thoughts together after seeing it, and it was quite profound, guys. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It was almost like there was a sort of a mystical association of Mo around me at the time. It was quite extraordinary. And I came down here to the range, and I promise you, without any practice, without doing anything, because I had the message in my mind. It was actually 1994. And I actually had the message in my mind. And the process, because I saw it, I came down here, got a 3-iron out of my bag, and I hit 23 irons, as Mo would describe them as being frozen rope. They were just absolutely laser straight, ballistic flight, and with a sound I'd never heard from the days that I used to spend watching Mo hit golf balls. And guys, from that moment on, which was last Monday, I just feel that I know precisely what the swing does, how it works for me, and what Mo did, and I saw it in his golf swing. Absolutely saw it in the golf swing. And I promise you guys, I promise you, I came down here and from the moment, no warm-up, nothing, I just went, because I saw it all the way down, I could see it. I said, that's what I saw, and that's what he did. I knew it, I understood it. It was an extraordinary occasion of unbelievable proportions for someone like me, who, you know, has such high regard for Mo's golf swing, and knew that there was a component in there that was simplistic but worked beautifully. And I saw it in his golf swing. When I went back and played back all my videos, I mean, it was just there. I've always seen it, but I never knew what it was. So guys, it was an amazing experience for me. It still is. The only torture of it all is that I've wasted 21 years. If I'd have just known this 21 years ago. And really, I didn't know about it until then. I mean, I've got by and hit the ball pretty good with Mo and done a lot of lessons over the years and had a lot of success with it. But I really didn't understand that what I call the atomic particle of his golf swing. And there it was in that book, right there. This old dog-eared book that had survived 21 years. Well, here, look, I don't know if you'll be able to see this. This is on the front page there. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. It says, to my friend John from Mo IEYP, which is, I'm ever your pal. And I don't know if you can really see that. but just extraordinary. And this old dog-haired book, and I'll show you the paragraph outlined again if you can see it. There it is there, guys, right there. Extraordinary. I mean, it's this will live with me forever. That book is more valuable to me, and I've got some very valuable books, and that's more valuable to me than anything that I've got. And it just sat around. It could have got lost in all the moves that I've had since then, all the time down at the range. It probably sat out in the workroom in the boxes with the other books that we brought the 100 back and we gave them away as promotional things. So it could have got lost, guys. So that's the extraordinary story of the revelation of what I call the atomic particle of Mo Norman's golf swing. It was there in that book for 21 years. It lay dormant. And when I remember back to that afternoon when Mo gave me that book and he pointed to it, he looked at me and he had that amazing look about him. He went like that, he said, "My secret's in there. Read it. It's in there." Pointed like that. He said, "It's in there." Like that. And of course I thought it was just the overview message of what was in there. But there it was, guys. Extraordinary. Now, guys, I'll just quit here. That's the story, and I think it's quite amazing for anybody that is a Mo Norman devotee. I mean, it's a great story, but it's a great story per se, and it's absolutely as it happened. So it's amazing how life goes in different stages and different directions, and how fate moves its massive hand in different manners and forms and ways. Yeah, but guys, so I'll come back and I'll actually show you what I believe is the atomic particle of Mo's swing. I'll be back.